Looking to be a red teamer because it pays well and it sounds fun? Let me tell you the reality of what I look for when I'm hiring red teamers. 1, you have to be extremely punctual. I want you to show up early. None of this 5 minutes or 10 minutes late crap. There's a reason why we have to be somewhere at a particular time. 2, you have to be very talented on the physical entry side. We're going to be doing a lot of physical entry. I want to see that you can break into buildings reliably without having to have your hand hold or running into too many obstacles that you can't overcome. 3, you have to be very talented on the digital hacking side as well. Hacking into networks, breaking applications or servers are minimum requirements. They're not nice to haves. 4, you need to be able to code or at least script proficiently. It does not have to be pretty, but it has to be effective. 5, you don't need to be an Olympic athlete, but you need to be able to jog 1.5 miles in under 16 minutes, as well as be able to lift 75 pounds. These are minimum requirements. 6, I don't need you to be a 9 or a 10 on the hotness scale, but I also can't have you be a 3, 2, or 1 as well. Somewhere in the average is perfect. You need to be able to get in, get out unnoticed. And if you're too extreme on either one of those scales, it will be a distraction. You'll be more rememberable, and people will flock towards you if you're on the higher end of the spectrum. Red teamers don't need that type of attention. On the same vein, I don't care if you're fat, but if you're way overweight and out of shape, or if you're way underweight and looking like a twig, those are also distractions, and people will treat you differently based off of those items. 7, I need you to be a professional and be able to be put in front of clients. You might be leading the project. Your team lead may not be there at that time, so you might have to interface directly with the client itself. You need to be able to be client-facing. 8, you need to have decent hygiene as well. This doesn't mean that you have to smell like roses everywhere. In fact, it would be great if you just didn't smell like anything at all. But that means that you can't smell terrible as well. 9, you have to be able to be uncomfortable and perform efficiently that way. It will be extremely hot sometimes. It will be extremely cold. It will be raining. You will be miserable, but I still need you to perform. This will happen to you if you're red teaming long enough. This will never happen. This will happen to you, and you need to be able to perform and not complain about it. 10, you need to understand your role in business. Security is not the most important thing when it comes to business. It's not even the second most important thing. That's hard to hear as someone who works in security. I get it, but it's the truth. And any CEO from any large company would tell you the same. Make it so that you're driving value to the company so that you're not on the chopping block for the next round of layoffs. So those are the things that I look for in red teamers. What things do you look for in a red teamer?